All right, guys, we're now back. So welcome back, guys. DGHC, Poverty of the Lux back again in this episode of Mario Deluxe Book Works Live, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Book Works Live, and Super Mario Galaxy 2. We are going and Mario Deluxe. We're going to be doing worldwide races. Smash Ultimate, we're going to be doing some more online matches. I did practice Smash Ultimate. Hoping I won't be much on it. And Mario Galaxy 2, we're going to just finish up World 5. Hopefully, we'll be able to jump on the World 6 because I want to get the World 6 because this fight's been pretty fast. But, anyways, now I'll talk about here in a little bit. So, now we got that done. We're now going to do a field consultant. So, like always, is he going to harm anyone or motivate her sexually? No. He doesn't do that, and the people that are new here and don't know what that is, it basically adds humor onto the stream. I try to explain that 500 times, no one ever knows that. So, with all my rambling, let's get into the film assault. So, without further ado, let's do this. Okay, Google, insult me.
My apologies. I don't understand.
Okay, Google, could I please talk to the assaulted?
More insults in my authoritative British accent. Welcome back anyway. You're so fat, you leave footprints in concrete. You are having so much fun. Let's do some more.
No.
Womp womp, you're getting out. Come back again if you dare.
Alright, now we got that done. We're now going to do a scary story. So, without further ado, please welcome to Scary Story. Okay, Google? Tell me a very scary story.
Did you hear the urban legend about the water spiller of '96? So I have a friend who has this uncle that knows a guy that was there when this happened. Apparently, some maniac went rogue in a circuit city and started spilling water on all the electronics. It was a massacre. The scary part is, they're still out there.
Alright, now we got that done. We're now going to jump into the online mode for worldwide races. When we get in here, and I guarantee you, I'm not using that card combo. Who am I going to use? Iggy. I'm using Iggy today. I was going to use Morton in that one card combo, but apparently that hasn't been doing me any good. So I'm gonna try Iggy in this one. See if I can actually play well. And with our Mario Galaxy 2 playthrough, we're gonna have to step because I really want to get 120 stars by the end of the year. We could do it, and I don't see why not. But we're gonna have to really play good in World 6 because we have this episode. I think we're gonna finish up World 5 and at least maybe start. Maybe we'll start on World 6, depending on how much time that we have. Because I really, really want to try to get these streams going. Because, for example, if there's ever a night I have to cancel the stream because of internet, like if it's around the time I go live and the internet goes out, which could happen, I might just do the stream the next day because I don't know how much I lost a lot of footage due to our losing internet. Learners. All right. All right. So what I mean is, I think what's probably going to have to happen is, for like these next couple of streams from Mario Galaxy 2, I mean, it's going to have to, we are really going to have to start trying to figure out how we can get these streams like not so boring, because I tried to get some stuff in there, but I mean, it's just, if I talk too much, I won't have any energy to do like Smash footage. I mean, that's the one thing I've been realizing in these like earlier like videos, my streams, is like when I'm doing all this political ranting. Yeah, that's why I don't talk too much in my streams unless we actually have people like that's oh we can start hard one day. All right, here we go. All right, is that going to get any more insulting? Probably not. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay, Google, you're fired.
Oh,
Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna go on the Google Maps that I usually do during the streams. Stream races, that's what I'm gonna do. Because it's something else what to do because it entertains me and me think about stuff. I use Google Maps because it's not a bad site. I mean, it's you know, someone made a site that was called We Music, and I was forced to call it good. I would not call it good. I was called the biggest waste. I mean, you can't tell someone that you want them to call it good because they're just gonna think they're gonna question your overall mental state. They're probably gonna think that you've been drinking too much root beer. Yeah, A&W root beer. That's definitely carry out. That's why I don't really care for root beer, but root beer fun, depends on what they put in it. Depends on the condition that it's like I'm not it's like y'all need to expect a lot better because if Tammy comes on here, I'm gonna let her know that if she's not watching or if she does come on, the winner of this week's restaurant is none other than Hometown. It's been confirmed that Hometown is going to win again because it wasn't going to be garbage. Because even though the candidate, it's going to probably take a year for it to get off. I mean, it could take probably a year or two for it to go off of there. Because I mean, I remember it took like 5 months for Incredible Day when Incredible Days closed. It took till like 2015 till it to go off, and it said it was going to go off by November. But I know when November came, it never went off. And they kept saying November, and it was December, and it was like January, like in the January when it just cut off. It said no longer. It was funny like around town. I always went in there. I mean, I've had a lot of memories with Incredible Days. Many memories. Oh, I remember that one time when I went to the summer camp. I still remember being on spring break. Me being in that climbing thing, and I remember looking down and seeing this guy. Oh, I remember that. So years prior. Falsely accused. And then I was falsely accused of so many things. Because they think, oh, everyone doing it was to accuse him. Well, guess what? You're accusing the wrong person. Accuse the people that were doing it. And I'm like, I'm not getting involved in this. Everyone think, oh, he did. And that's why I stopped going to those things. I'm like, I cannot go to these things every year. And so it's really hard to explain, but I can't do it anymore. That's why I stopped going, because they were just so stupid. I mean, the people there. Don't get offended, but the people that do those camps are really terrible people. They might seem nice, but the way they act, I mean, they just can't. They just treat everyone like we're slaves. We're not people. We're not your slaves. We're young kids. We're not slaves. If we were slaves, you would be doing hard stuff on us. I think the person that came up with that stuff needs to be fired on the spot. I mean, I had 2 summers that I had were bad. I mean, 2011 was the worst one. 10 was bad enough, but 11 was even worse. Now, when I went back, guess what? Some of the same people were there. And I'm like, oh, good night. Yeah, I'm like, give me a break. That's why I'm like, I was like, maybe I'll come back next year. In my head, what I wanted to say is, I'm not coming back. Y'all are terrible people. They were terrible people. I mean, the counselors, they were all bad. They were like terrible. Like, hold on a minute. It's like anything you say, they're gonna. I'm like, hold on a minute. I was 9 years old at the time. In like 2011, I was about to turn 10 that summer, and yeah, that was not a good summer for me. And you thought, oh, it's gonna go well. Well, guess what? It did not. My mother, I won. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to find. Because those things need to be banned. I mean, I cannot send my kids to those things. Because I mean, those people were terrible. I mean, they acted like people that have been. They're pretty terrible people. As a kid, but the counselors, yeah, they're pretty bad. They just had that tendency to falsely accuse you of stuff that you weren't even doing. Like, let's say one person is being too loud, they would accuse me, and I'm not doing anything. Why are you falsely accusing me if I'm not doing anything? Accuse him. Don't be accusing me. Because you know why? Guess what? If they did that to my son out in the police force, I would be immediately arrested. And I would not be happy because you don't do that to kids. You don't act like dictators. You don't. Yeah, I know you're trying to protect them, but you don't act like Kim Jong Un. You don't act like that. You're an adult. Act mature. I mean, those counselors were not mature. I cannot stand just thinking about it. They were terrible people, really bad people. I was with them for what was it? It was like 5 years. And it was like from 2007 to 2001. I felt like I'm done. I can't do this anymore. That's why 2012 we kind of made up for those lost hours. Those really lost hours that I had years prior. I mean, I lost so many hours in my summer just because those stupid people at those stupid counselors at that at those camps were they're terrible people. Was it all right? Public schools? Yeah, I know. Have I been to public school? Yes, I have. That's why I went to private school because they can't even like those camps. They can't even. It's like they are just so lazy. They falsely accused me of doing stuff I wasn't even doing. They did that one time. Like when you're like sports channel, that's why I was like, this has crossed the line. I almost stepped up and said, look, I don't care if you're. I almost spoke to. I don't care if I didn't do anything. You are falsely accusing me. I almost said that, and I almost left and never came back. I almost did that. I almost left and did not come back because that was an insult. That made me furious. I about had it with those people because they were just so obnoxious. Because I do hope that people out there, the owner of it, please, if someone can please reach out to the owner of this and show them this of the experiences I had as a 8 or 9-year-old. It was complete and utter torture. These are kids. You don't do this. You don't. People are trying to have a nice summer. You don't physically ruin it for them like you're. We're not your slaves. I mean, why I'm saying get your act straight. I'm serious. You're not helping. I mean, it's so pathetic that my summer was absolutely ruined by every single adult at those camps. Every single one of them. Every one of them. They always insulted me. Every time. Like every time. I about had it. I almost spoke up and said, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Because they can't, it's like they can't even fix it. I mean, if you can't fix it, you don't deserve to have your job. If you can't, This is like I was face to face. Everything I'm saying right now, I would have said that back like 7 years ago. Last time I was at this camp was like, what, 7 years ago when that was? Yeah. Ever since then, that's why I'm trying to make up for those lost hours. During the summer, you know why I've been at home? Well, that's why I'm trying to make up for those lost hours because I can understand it, but my parents wasted all that money for people that were acting like slaves. And I can still remember that. I mean, it just traumatizes me for the rest of my life. I mean, just thinking about it would torture my brain. I mean, that's just, what are you people doing to these kids? These kids want to have a nice summer, but you, those people that are in those camps, are ruining it. They are ruining their summer. And yeah, you know what I'm talking to. And that's why I'm too old for this. All you people that were at those camps are adults. You don't act like dictators. You don't do that because your kids are going to be hypnotized to like vote for Democrat. That's what happens. Because it's like saying in public schools, you need to stop this mess. Because this is just, I was pretty mad when that happened. I'm like, you know what? I almost said, I'm out of here. I almost walked right out that door. I almost said, I don't care. I'm done. I'm not taking orders from you. You're not the boss of me anymore. Because if I almost said that at that camp, I was at that. It was great at Great House. I mean, I wasn't very happy. That summer that I was there was awful. That had to be the worst summer I think I've ever had, and it was all because of that. So, if you work there, you work at any YMCA, please have your boss watch this. You need to hire some really good people that do their job correctly. You say, "Oh, I don't want you to tell me that I'm not doing my job." Well, guess what? I will still do that, and guess what? It's going to be on the string. And this is something that you all didn't know this. You probably all like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Well, that's why I was so miserable in December 2011. That was a bad idea for me. My parents say, oh, it won't be that bad. I'm going to tell them what happened. After I end the stream, I'm going to tell them what I was talking about on this stream. And it's stupid. I mean, these people are like in their third, are like pretty much almost like high schoolers. And are you serious right now? Do your teachers really teach you to do this? Yeah, I know kids can, but the way you're doing it is awful. You don't accuse me of doing stuff I wasn't even doing. That's why I was quiet that year, because I didn't want, and you're still accusing me of doing nothing. Nothing. And you still say, oh, I'm going to accuse you because you were doing it. And you know what? I hate to say, summer 2011, I know 2010 and 2011 were like really for 2010 was bad enough, but 11 was where it crossed the line for me. That's why I said 2012, I'm not going back to this place. That's what I told Papa. The last time I was there, I was like, Papa, I got some news to break you. He wasn't too happy at that. That's why my parents could not stand those places, because they falsely. The secret is, if you are a kid that goes there, if you have a sibling or a parent or a kid that goes to this place, have them tell their counselors what I just said, because they don't deserve to be in business. They don't. Because if you can't do your job like a job, why bother having one anyway? Because it's like you're wasting my time. Y'all. I mean, y'all pretty much wasted my summer. 2010 and 2011. Ruined it. You completely ruined it. I mean, I can't believe it. I was like, what happened? Because, I mean, they weren't, I mean, they didn't used to be all that bad. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, no, I don't remember them ever being this bad. But I mean, they were bad. I mean, they had issues. We're going to get the genius test so we can finish rating, so we'll stay tuned for that. And one thing that I can say about this is because it's just those tiny things. I mean, they really trigger me. I mean, every time I think, I mean, they're still traumatized in my head. I can still remember it. 7 years ago. Well, it's almost been 8 years now. Because I mean, on like June, it's going to be 8 years ago. And guess what? If they keep this up when I have kids, I will not be sending my kids to those things. I don't want them their summers to be wasted like they did with me. Because I am going to be telling my story. Probably like next time, a story time. A story that wrote it. I'm the one who's telling them that. Because people at those camps, they cannot be trained. You can't train them. They try to train them. It's not doable. It just isn't. There's like no way you can do it. Everything you've done. I mean, y'all need that. I mean, there's probably some good counselors out there, but the ones I saw were just completely were just jerks. I mean, y'all are adults. I mean, if you're an adult, you act like one. You don't act like a dictator. And you especially should not be acting like you know him. And I'm not saying his name because I want to. Because I mean, it's dumb. Because I'm like, I'm trying to do my thing, and you can't appreciate. I mean, if you can't appreciate me, you need to leave. I'm talking to those people at that stupid camp. I mean, I can't handle them. I mean, they're probably still doing it to this day. I think they should have just, after that year, if I told them, I mean, that story will be a big one to tell. This is something that's happened in my life like 8 years ago. My parents they might know part of what happened, but I just think they need to know the entire story of how the 2010, 2011 summer were completely toasted. That means they just, and I think I need to go over what a toaster head is. If you are a jerk, you traumatize kids, you falsely accuse kids, you're a toaster head. You know what that means? Your brain is toast. I mean, that means your common sense level is not good because that means you need to take a genius test or something. You need something to get your brain back in action. Because I mean, I can't handle like, oh my goodness. I'm probably getting comments from like people like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Me neither. Do something. I mean, do something to figure this out, or you're going to end up. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I mean, no one knows. That was like 2011. That was in Obama's first term. Like 7 years ago. Like that was like in the summer we had like too many storms. Yep. Same year as the Java tornado happened. And I mean, it's just there's one thing I could say about those people at that camp. I mean, they were just idiots. And I'm probably gonna get a lot of comments on this thing. Right? I'm probably gonna ask them, like, what do you mean by that? Well, I explained it in this thing pretty good. I mean, yeah, if you want to watch kids You can't be Dick. You can't be like, yeah, you know him. You can't be like Hitler. You can't do that. Hitler's a bad guy. He is. And if you're talking to kids like that, you need to be in jail. You do. You need to be in jail. You don't. I mean, you're not contributing to society if you're going to act like that. And that's. I mean, it's not good work ethics, and it's not good ethics in society either. Because it's like falsely accusing people. Like was I yelling in that tunnel? No, I wasn't. Because you know why? I have hearing problems, and I don't think those people care. And they just watch me sit there in misery. I didn't do anything. Why are you accusing me of doing stuff I wasn't doing? And it's like, are you all serious? I mean, are you all that serious? I mean, every adult at those camps, yeah. Some of them probably came from one school that did not. That's why Summit does a better job at doing that. I mean, they need to really think. If you went to I mean, I want you to comment down below if you know someone that has had experiences like falsely getting accused of doing stuff they weren't doing in those kind of camps. Just going for like these summer fun little camps that the white does. They go to like schools across Jefferson County. Yeah, I'm not going back, and I'm not working there either because I would try to be a good role model, like showing them, like, look, I refuse to work for them. I mean, I refuse because they can't. Cause I mean, I was like, okay, I'll tell them just the story that I had. I mean, I had a horrible experience with some of these people. This was 2011. That's why I can't stand working for them. I can't do it. It's like my life was wasted by people getting in my business, like people looking over my shoulder, telling me stuff I care less. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, it really is dumb. Those type of people. I mean, if I had to tell you the most, they were annoying. Have you ever known how annoying the leftism is? Oh yeah. Multiply that by like 20. All right, now we're going to do a genius test and common sense. So here we go. I'm going to get back to this here in a few minutes. Okay, Google, give me a genius test.
So glad to have you back at the Genius Test. Let's get started. This is your first question. Find the sum of all two-digit numbers divisible by 3. 2008, 1600, or 1665.
1665.
You're quite a competitor, and you got it right. Great job. Question 2 goes like this. Which of the following can be arranged into a 5-letter English word? TOOMT, TOOMI, or RILSA?
The second one.
No, sorry. I was looking for TOOMT. It's a good one. HCF of 3,556 and 3,444 is 56, 44, or 28.
28.
That's correct. Here comes question 4. The difference between the squares of two odd numbers is always divisible by both the above, difference of the numbers, or sum of the numbers.
Some of the numbers.
You nearly got it. The correct answer is both the above. And now let's move on to the last question. Forest is to tree as to? Plant, leaf, or tree?
Tree.
Not this time. It's actually leaf. The game is over. I will now calculate your results. I'm proud of you. You got 2 right. You were so close on those other ones, too. With a bit more practice and a little luck, I know you can get a perfect score. Hey, should we do that again?
No.
Alright, I've wrapped it up. See you soon.
All right, here we go. Now it's time for common sense, so here we go. Okay, Google. Use common sense. Wait a minute. Okay, Google. Use common sense.
Welcome back to Common Sense. Should I explain the rules again?
No.
You already heard your scores from last week. Would you like to hear your results from last week again?
No.
Scores have arrived from yesterday. Your total score was 17.7 points. You placed 369th of 447 global players. Would you like to hear question stats from yesterday?
Yes.
The first question was which Olympics is better, summer or winter? You responded summer and predicted winter for the top response. Winter was actually the second most common of 2 unique responses, as 30.65% of the total responses. The top personal answers were summer with 69% and winter with 31%. The average score for this question was 10 points and you scored 5.3. Would you like to hear a breakdown of the next question?
Yes.
The second question was what's your favorite car brand? You responded Nexus and predicted Mercedes for the top response. Mercedes was actually the 5th most common of 108 unique responses, as 5.59% of the total responses. The top personal answers were Lamborghini with 9% and Audi with 9%. The average score for this question was 10 points and you scored 12.4. Would you like to hear a breakdown of the next question?
Yes.
I couldn't hear what you've just said. The second question was what's your favorite car brand? You responded Nexus and predicted Mercedes for the top response. Mercedes was actually the 5th most common of 108 unique responses, as 5.59% of the total responses.
Yes.
The third question was what's the first color you think of when you hear Christmas? You responded orange and predicted purple for the top response. Nobody responded with your prediction. There were 47 unique responses. The top personal answers were red with 67% and green with 15%. The average score for this question was 10 points and you scored 0. Should I repeat this breakdown of yesterday's questions?
No.
Let's play today's game. Try to keep your answers concise. You can say undo and repeat. Have you ever fasted for longer than 24 hours?
Yes.
Superb. How will most people respond to this question? Have you ever fasted for longer than 24 hours?
No, I have no idea what that means.
This question only allows certain responses. Please try again. How will most people respond to this question? Have you ever fasted for longer than 24 hours?
Your mom.
This question only allows certain responses. Please try again. How will most people respond to this question? Have you ever fasted for longer than 24 hours?
No.
What was the hardest subject in school?
Calculus.
I couldn't hear what you've just said. What was the hardest subject in school?
Calculus.
Nice one. How will most people respond to this question? What was the hardest subject in school?
Your mom.
Is it cold outside?
It's 108 degrees.
This question only allows certain responses. Please try again. Is it cold outside?
No.
Superb. How will most people respond to this question? Is it cold outside?
I said no.
This question only allows certain responses. Please try again. How will most people respond to this question? Is it cold outside?
No.
Thanks for playing today. You can open Common Sense again to redo your responses. Otherwise, hear your score and start playing again tomorrow starting in 8 hours. You can view graphs of the top responses on Instagram at Top Common Sense.
Okay, so as you can tell, some of those answers on there, you can probably tell I just came up with like calculus is hard, but it's also the dumbest subject now. Can't use it. Can't. It's fake news. If you got one person that's fake news, oh yeah, you can tell it's fake. Why would anyone want to care about that kind of crap? I mean, it's like I was saying. I just think that this world has like so many issues, and like I was saying, like you know how I was tormented by that? Yeah, I know what I'm saying. That's exactly what happened. I mean, this is all from 2010 to 2011. But this one guy, I mean, it was like what time? It was like when I first started going to that, and he didn't even know what was going on. He thought I had lunch. Well, guess what? Don't you know that people need Medicare? I mean, are you really that dumb to say that you think, oh, you lied? I mean, you're on a job. Why did you lie to me? People. That's why those kind of things are just so stupid. They're stupid. That's why I can't even work anymore. Because it's like, why would I want to work for some people that are just that accuse me as a kid? If you, I can tell it. If I see your face accusing me, I am not working. I am not stepping a foot in the place that you are because you accused me as a kid, and that is, if I see your face again, it's become happening for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. You know what that means? That means I cannot stand going into that type of place because it's so obnoxiously annoying. It's like they put me in like this vulnerable, accusing state, and that's pretty much my history. I mean, that was around the same time when I became like the hardcore Mario Galaxy player, and that's when I first played Super Mario Galaxy in the Mario section. But I was starting on the Super Mario Galaxy. That was 2011. 2010, I was doing Mario Kart Wii. 2011 was on Mario Galaxy. And 12, there wasn't much down to 12, 13, Mario Galaxy 2, 14, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. 15, this almost the same thing, but some Wii U games mixed in. 16, similar. 17, it was with Nintendo Switch, Wii U, 3DS, and Nintendo Wii. In 2018, it's been all. No, 16 had GameCube in it. I remember that. That's when GameCube first entered my life. So now we're going to switch to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So now let me get out of here. Get out of here. Let's get out of. It's like, yeah, it's out. OTTA. Out of. That's how if you're a redneck, that's how you say it. I'm not only a redneck because I just like talking like one because it's hilarious. Because I'm gonna take a break because I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna tell my mother what happened. I'm gonna go up in some 12 days, and I'll be right back. So if anyone comes on, just sit tight. I'll be right back because I'll just be right back because I have. All right. All right, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do 12 days, and I'll come back down. I'll let you know when I got it. But if it's a gaming thing, I'll let you know. I'll see you then. Oh, you up there? All right, guys, I'm back. Whew, that's pretty interesting. All right, so now let's get into this. Let's go. We're gonna be like playing a little bit of Smash, then we're gonna start doing Mario Galaxy 2. Then we're gonna end the stream off, and you'll have a stream for the rest of this week. This is like 100, so you're gonna have 3 Ultimate streams in a row: Sunday, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day. I mean, it's special. I don't know what's gonna be yet, but you'll find out. As you can see, we got our 74 characters open. I mean, that's kind of crazy to think about. I mean, I remember when I only had like 12 open. And who do I use online? Roy. He's my main. I might change my characters, but occasionally I'll change them. on that one. All right. Okay, that was pretty interesting. All right. I think corn is just overpowered. I mean, I won. I beat corn once. Right. And now we're going to be switching to Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now let me get this plugged in. There we go. welcome to the stream. All right, let's get into this. Okay, so now we're going to call this guy up. I'm going to beat him some of my star bits. Yeah, you probably already tell me that. Oh, jeez. Wait, is that 1,500? Wait a minute, hold on a minute. No, that's 1,500. Oh, jeez, here we go. Weak flag out. You know what this is? Another fuzzer bubble. Oh, goodness. I cannot stand the fuzzer bubbles, except the first one. It's not that. First one is not that bad. I mean, this one's a whole different story. The common matter was. It's annoying. Who's there? Yeah. I already know it's not going to be easy because I'm probably going to die like 5 or 6 times. Let's get this boy right here. Okay. Ah, darn it! That was a given. That was my fault. I take responsibility for that. Gosh, why am I going to be? Oh, jeez. Ah, darn it. Oh, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't get that there. Can't get that one. Poop. Please do not die again. Don't die. Ah, darn it. I can guarantee you we are going to get a game over by the time this is over. Okay, let's try this again. The correct way this time. Hopefully we don't kill ourselves. Again, it's those stupid, tiny little mistakes. I mean, you don't think they're there, but once you're actually playing the game, it can be really aggravating. Oh no, that is so pathetic. Ah, darn it. Oh, goodness. Playing awful. They need to give us a checkpoint in this level. Oh boy, it came over. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's our second game over. Let's try this again. Oh boy. There we go. All right. Let's finish this up. Green Day Machine. All right. This is our last Grand Star before the end of the game, and we're gonna. I mean, when we do our Grand Star, we might do like one more on an episode. Or probably like a couple gals each an episode. Oops. All right, here we go. I just didn't get angry if I let you get another Grand Star. Time to break my boomstain machine. I'll just relax in my comfy cockpit and watch you go boom. Oh, that's pretty savage right there. Bon voyage, Master Junior. Good night. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go for the final time. I'm sure to save your special one. It's the big final race. The helm is yours, Captain. Now, Joe Shinji, your best. Let's get him this time. Those damn machines there. Oh my goodness, we gotta get almost the entire thing without taking the head. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be interesting. I was gonna get angry if you let me. Yeah. You already saw that. Already saw that. All right, there we go. There we have it. All right, guys. We're now going to end this episode off. Go ahead and shut the Wii U off. All right, guys, we're going to end this off. So please thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, like, subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're new here, always like the videos, and please comment below if you like these streams and where they're going. And if you have any personal experience for yourself, what I talked about in what's it called? Mario Kart Deluxe tonight. That stuff actually did happen. So yeah, I'm making that stuff up. Right. With that being said, thank you. I'll be pretty much off on you guys. And as always, there will always be more control, guys. That being said, thanks again. See you in the next one. More Mario Kart and Smash Bros. And more guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks again, guys.